Today, it takes more brains and effort to make out the income tax form than it does to make the income. Sage words from Alfred Newman that most people who filed their own crypto taxes can relate to. However, it doesn't need to be this way. In this video, I'll be going over my top 5 crypto tax tools, looking at their features and comparing them side by side. So, if you're about to file those taxes, then this cannot be missed. Before I get going, I do need to make something clear. It might be shocking to learn that I am not a professional tax or financial advisor. Instead, I'm merely a humble YouTuber who does his best to play things by the book. So, nothing in this video, folks, can be considered investment or financial advice and is merely for your educational and informational purposes only. Now, if you're new over here, then welcome to my world. The name is Guy, and I am the main guy over here at the Coin Bureau. Our YouTube channel is your one-stop shop for everything crypto. That includes everything from news to reviews, coin overviews to market moves. Every day, straight from me to you. So if that sounds like something you want to sign up for, then bash that subscribe button and flick those notifications on. That way you'll never miss a video from yours truly. Good to go? Okay, let's see how you can make filing those crypto taxes a breeze. Now, to kick things off, I thought I'd explain why you might want to consider using a crypto tax tool in the first place. If you know all about that already, then feel free to jump ahead to my picks using the timestamps I've popped in the video timeline. So, you've spent months doing that top-notch crypto research which led you to successfully predicting the next hot trend and buying into a pretty exotic cryptocurrency. Quite rightly, that hot altcoin you picked exploded and you've turned that $1,000 into millions. Congratulations, hypothetical millionaire. However, anyone in this seemingly enviable position has 2 distinct choices. The first is to stash that crypto and close your eyes pretending you didn't notice the gains. Perhaps hope that the powers that be haven't tracked those purchases. The second option is to crunch those numbers and work out how much of your stack you'll need to pay the government in tax. Now, I know that there are many in the crypto community who hold the view that taxation is theft. And if that's you, then this video probably won't be of much use to you. But thanks for tuning in anyway. Now, I'm not here to get into a philosophical debate about taxes. I'm here to help those who want to legally pay their crypto taxes. Indeed, a lot of the underreporting of crypto gains doesn't come from malicious intent. It's more as a result of the difficulty of actually tracking and filing them. Thousands of trades across different altcoins on separate platforms. Now, sure, you could try and get yourself a crypto accountant, but that's often easier said than done. Crypto accounting is still super specialist, and given the lack of interest from mainstream accountants, you have an acute problem of demand outstripping supply. Also, those professional bean counters can be damn expensive, which makes them pretty unviable for those posting modest gains. Now, I'm sure that many of you are like me, and the thought of spending weeks fiddling with spreadsheets is something that either sends you off to sleep or fills you with dread, particularly when all that hard work is to calculate how much money you need to pay your government. So if that's you, then that's where crypto tax tools come in to do all that number crunching for you. In short, all they really do is save you time and stress when it comes to reporting those taxes. So, with that preamble out of the way, let's take a look at some of the best tax tools out there. So, popping in at number 5, I've got CryptoTrader.Tax. Now, I'm going to be straightforward and just tell you that this solution is mainly geared towards US residents. Now, admittedly, CryptoTrader.Tax does generate international gain and loss reports. What's pretty neat is that these reports can be generated in any fiat currency. However, I'd personally opt for a tax tool that generates tax reports specific to the country you're based in. There are other options for that, which I'll cover later in this list. Anyhow, CryptoTrader.Tax is trusted by over 100,000 crypto dabblers to save them time, and that's down to some impressive features. With CryptoTrader.Tax, you can get that crypto tax report done in 4 simple steps. The first is to import all those crypto transactions into the software. Fortunately, This solution has import integrations for major wallets like Exodus, Trezor, Trust Wallet, and more. Those who use DeFi will be relieved to know that integrations also exist for pretty much every major DeFi solution too, and the same goes for crypto exchanges. To be frank, if the crypto exchange you use isn't there, then I'll eat my t-shirt. Once you import those transactions, then CryptoTrader.Tax will automatically work out the cost basis and fiat value for each of those transactions by leveraging historical price data. Once those crypto wallet, DeFi, and exchange transactions are imported, you'll then get the opportunity to declare those mining rewards, gifts, and airdrops, basically any additional crypto income you might have received. Of course, if you have nothing to declare here, then you can quickly skip to step 3. Then you merely have to review all that data and CryptoTrader.Tax will generate your tax reports within seconds. Now those reports include short and long-term sales, audit trail reports, tax loss harvesting reports, and that all-important IRS Form 8949 for my US friends. Now for those who don't know what that is, it's the required tax form that US guys need to attach to their return. Also, I've heard rumors from friends in the US that TurboTax is a massive deal over there. Well, if you're based in the home of the brave, then you'll probably be relieved to know that CryptoTrader.Tax also spits out a TurboTax direct import too. So yes, you can just upload that to TurboTax and boom, you are good to go. Honestly, tax loss harvesting reports are super useful for planning future trades. I mean, many of us just want to forget the dogs of our portfolio, but this report highlights those opportunities to harvest losses and potentially reduce that capital gains tax bill. So, if you want to optimize your taxes, then you'll definitely want to check out this report. But maybe you're the type of person who wants that tax report looked over by a human. Well, you can get everything double-checked by a tax expert. There are dozens of CPAs and tax attorneys you can connect with on the platform. Okay, so that's all well and good. But how much does all this cost? Well, it all depends on how many trades you've done. The cool thing is that the core features do not change according to which plan you get, so you're not going to be locked out of any features by going for a cheaper plan. Basically, if you've done fewer than 100 trades, then that's going to be $49, $99 for up to 1,500 trades, $199 for 5,000 trades, and the day traders out there can get tax reports on unlimited trades done for $299. Oh yes, whatever plan you get, you'll be protected by a 14-day money-back guarantee, so you've got that as well. So, what are the pros and cons of CryptoTrader.Tax? Well, I'd personally shortlist this tax tool if you're based in the US, as it appears that it's very much focused on that market with those dedicated IRS forms and direct imports to TurboTax. The interface is super intuitive and there is phenomenal data import support for a plethora of different wallets, exchanges, and DeFi platforms. In terms of cons, if you're not based in the US, then I'd opt for a tool that generates dedicated reports for the country you are based in. Speaking of which, my next pick is certainly one to consider if you're living beyond Uncle Sam's borders. At number 4, I have Accointing. Now, this tool simultaneously tracks your portfolio and helps you file those crypto taxes at the speed of light. Also, if you live in Australia, the UK, Germany, Switzerland, or Austria, then you'll get a tax report generated which is specific to your country and its particular tax rules. For those based in the UK like me, then you'll probably be interested to know that Accointing spits out those reports based on HMRC guidelines. So, the way Accointing works is very similar to CryptoTrader.Tax, but the number of integrations is even greater, sitting at over 300 at the time of shooting this video. That includes a range of different wallet types, platforms, and exchanges. There are basically 3 key methods you can use to import those all-important transactions. These would be via CSV uploads, using direct connections like API integrations, or just providing your public wallet address. Now, I imagine that last option will be tremendously useful for those of you out there who don't want to mess around with APIs and the like. Of course, if you are a privacy hawk, then you may want to avoid that option, basically binding your identity to a wallet. That aside, it is a handy feature. Something else that's cool is that once all that data is imported, then you can heavily automate the classification of those transactions and calculate those taxes. That's important in some countries like the UK, where there are specific rules for things like DeFi staking, margin trading, mining, and trading. What's generated at the end is a full tax report and a full dataset export in CSV, which allows you to manually review all those transactions if you want. With that information, it's quite straightforward to file those taxes in countries like the US, Australia, the UK, Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. Also, you'll get access to that all-important tax loss harvesting tool to help you reduce that tax bill. So, what's the cost here? Well, this is what's really cool for casual crypto traders. You can actually use Accointing for free if you've done fewer than 25 trades in a year. So if that's you, I really don't see the downside here. All paid plans give you access to portfolio tracking in your account dashboard, that tax loss harvesting tool, and a pretty sweet crypto tracker app too. Again, pricing is driven by the number of transactions you've made. With up to 500 costing you £79, up to 5,000 will set you back £199, and up to 50,000 transactions will be £299. In terms of pros, there is a ton to like about Accointing. It's super easy to use, and the dashboard frankly looks amazing. Also, if you've fewer than 25 transactions for the tax year, you can use Accointing for free, and what's not to love about that? On the con side of things, this tax solution is a little bit more expensive than others, and whilst the number of country-specific reports is solid, it's by no means the widest out there. But what if you want to generate your tax reports using some of the most common accounting methods in the world, and you need a bit of help with those confusing tax letters? Well, my next pick is one you'll definitely want to know more about. At number 3, I have Bear.Tax. So, this tax solution generates reports using the first in, first out method, or FIFO for short, and the last in, first out method, also known as LIFO. Those methodologies happen to be the most commonly used types of inventory valuation methods across the world. So, like any of the other solutions mentioned on this list, Bear.Tax imports all that transaction data via API or CSV uploads. Formats for over 50 exchanges are supported. Once that data has been imported, you simply select if you want that tax report generated under FIFO or LIFO rules, and Bear.Tax will then auto-generate those tax documents for you. For those based in the US, that all-important 8949 form is automatically generated for you to submit to the IRS. In terms of generating those tax reports following country-specific rules, this solution will do just that for the USA, Canada, Australia, and India. Just select your country when signing up, and if you are living in any of the places mentioned, then all tax rules for that country will be automatically assigned to your account, and that report you need will be created. What's also pretty neat is that you can export these tax reports to all major tax software like TurboTax. In terms of special features, Bear.Tax has the most comprehensive income classification I've seen in a crypto tax solution. So yes, you can report those gifts, staking rewards, airdrops, hard forks, referral fees, mining gains, voting rewards, and more. That means if you have an income source that's not supported by CryptoTrader.Tax, then you'll probably want to look at Bear.Tax instead. Another unique feature is Bear.Tax's smart matching algorithms. These help match transfers done across exchanges, regardless of fees and block time delays. This is basically a convoluted way of saying that this solution will help you avoid a bunch of taxable events that never existed. You wouldn't want to overpay that tax after all, right? Oh yes, for those who hodled and didn't really think about all this tax stuff when they started, I'm assuming the majority of people, Bear.Tax has you covered with a transaction review function. This allows you to search specific transactions and make modifications. That means you can ensure that you input the correct cost basis for a specific time or date. Moving on to cost, I'll level with you and just say that if you have fewer than 25 transactions, you probably want to save $10 and go for Accointing instead. The intermediate plan will cost $45 per tax year and is good for up to 200 transactions. It also gives you access to email support. The expert plan is $85 and allows you to process 1,000 transactions, and you also get chat support and multiple exchange account support. Finally, the professional plan is probably the most interesting at $200. Yes, you get unlimited transactions, priority chat support, and all the other bells and whistles. However, you also get to connect with a crypto accountant to help you with notices and letters from tax authorities. So, if you would prefer not to have to deal with those yourself, then this might be of interest. In terms of pros and cons, on the pro side of things, I honestly think $200 for the professional plan is amazing value when you consider how expensive crypto tax accountants can be. So if you want one of those bean counters to help you out for added peace of mind, then that seems like a small price to pay. On the con side of things, Bear.Tax doesn't support wallets, DeFi platforms, or some trading platforms. But what if you live in an exotic place off the beaten track and want to file your taxes easily? Or what if you're a prolific NFT trader and are looking for tools that will cover you as well? I think I've got the perfect option for you coming up next. At 2, I have CryptoTrader.Tax. So, this solution works very much like the others just mentioned. You import all that important trade data by connecting your crypto exchange via API imports or CSV uploads. Pretty much every major exchange is supported, along with DeFi platforms like 1inch and Aave, as well as CeFi apps like Celsius. Yes, some major wallets like Exodus are also supported. That automated tax report can be in literally any currency you want and supports every nation. You also get access to a tax loss harvesting dashboard, and US users will also be relieved to know that the all-important Form 8949 will be generated for you, and you can import that directly into TurboTax. However, if you would rather a professional does the filing for you, then TokenTax.co's filing team can sort that. Now, I'm not going to beat around the bush here. TokenTax is pretty expensive. I mean, the basic plan costs $65, and you can only import data from Coinbase and Coinbase Pro. But you do get up to 500 transactions. Premium costs $199, and that is good for up to 5,000 transactions. But you will also get access to DeFi and NFT integrations, be able to import data from every exchange, and more. So yeah, if you're an NFT dabbler, then this is probably the plan you want, and I've yet to find many other crypto tax tools that support those. Of course, you also get access to margin trading platforms and that all-important tax loss harvesting dashboard to optimize those taxes. The Pro version comes in at a whopping $799, and you get up to 20,000 transactions with this package. All margin trading exchanges are supported, and US residents might be interested in automating those FBAR reports too. But where things get interesting is in TokenTax's VIP package. This gives you up to 30,000 transactions, IRS audit assistance, advanced crypto reconciliation, and 2 30-minute sessions with a tax expert, useful for learning about those advanced crypto tax concepts or learning the tax benefits of trading as an LLC. Yes, this package offers something different from other tax solutions, but it will set you back an eye-watering $2,500. One for the ballers, I think. When it comes to pros, I think that TokenTax is best suited to those who trade NFTs, live in an exotic country, or want to take advantage of that VIP package. Sure, I know it won't be for everyone, but I have yet to find a crypto tax solution that offers such a comprehensive service. But what if you're looking for a quick and simple solution to get those tax reports filed in under 20 minutes? Well, I think I have you covered with my last pick. At number 1, I have Koinly. Okay, so Koinly generates tax reports for all the countries over here. So yes, unlike so many crypto tax solutions, they don't mainly focus on the US alone. You have support for Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Brazil, most of Europe, and Asian countries like Japan, South Korea, and Singapore. Also, any country that uses FIFO, LIFO, highest cost, lowest cost, average cost basis, or shared pool accountancy methods are also supported. Honestly, I find Koinly's portfolio analysis tool super useful when it comes to truly understanding my portfolio. Handy tools that allow you to view the ROI on each crypto investment, invested fiat, income, profit loss, and capital gains means there is no hiding from your losers, while making it very clear where you actually made some pretty smart moves. You also have the option to use your wallet's public address to collect all of your transactions on-chain. Koinly's smart transfer matching is able to use AI to detect transfers between your own wallets and exclude them from tax reports. Of course, if you're uncomfortable with that, then you can also import that data via API as well. Now, NFT trades are not supported by Koinly, but pretty much everything else is. I mean, it supports over 1,700 cryptos, has 6 years of historical price data to draw upon, 50 blockchains are supported, 350 exchanges, 50 wallets, and a plethora of other services like BlockFi. Another cool thing is that you can import all that data and check out your capital gains taxes for free. Yes, you must pay to generate those tax documents, but that's still a great option to have. Oh yes, those who use tax software like TurboTax, TaxAct, and H&R will be happy to know that you can just as easily import transactions into these with Koinly's integrations. Now, sadly, automation does sometimes fail, and it can take ages to reconcile those errors to work out what went wrong. Thankfully, though, Koinly has a pretty amazing suite of tools to help you find those issues. That's done by a double-entry ledger system. It highlights errors, which makes your balances dip below zero, and automatically checks that data has been imported correctly. It also skips duplicate transactions. All in all, a big potential time saver. In short, Koinly has the best support of any tax software tool I've found. So, what's the cost of all this? Well, Koinly offers the best free plan I've seen. This includes support for 10,000 transactions and 50 exchanges. The thing to be aware of is that it won't generate those 8949 or Schedule D forms if you're in the US, or any of those international tax reports and audit reports. You also won't be able to export to TurboTax. Being honest, this plan is for anyone who wants to try out a crypto tax solution for free and get an idea of your total tax liability. Realistically, you'll have to get a paid plan to actually automate that paperwork and file those taxes properly. The newbie plan is good for up to 100 transactions and offers access to every Koinly feature except support. That'll set you back $49. The hodler plan covers you for up to 1,000 transactions for $99 and again excludes you from any type of support. Then you have the Pro plan, which is actually customizable when it comes to the number of transactions you can process. You can run through 3,000 transactions for $179 and up to 10,000 for $279. In addition, you get access to email support. Honestly, when it comes to the pros of Koinly, I reckon it's got the most well-rounded set of tax tools I've come across. It supports dedicated tax reporting for over 20 countries and has the widest exchange and wallet support of any crypto tax solution I have seen. Also, it has some really unique features like that smart transfer matching system to make sure you don't make that tax overpayment. In terms of cons, the main drawback here is the non-existent customer support, unless you get the top plan, that is. If that doesn't bother you, then I can't really see how you could go too far wrong with Koinly. Now, that's about all I have time for today, folks. But I hope this video has helped you to decide which is the best crypto tax tool for you. If you've made up your mind, then I've provided a link to each tax tool in the description below. So don't forget to use those bad boys. And now I want to hear your thoughts. Which crypto tax tool do you think is best? Have you got any questions? Use that comment section. Finally, if you found this video useful, then help this crypto guru out by smashing that like button. If you'd like to see even more videos from the Coin Bureau, then don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, my friends.